What's up, guys? So today I have another video for you guys. I wanted to show you guys how to add clouds or different night skies or day skies in your photos if you guys don't have your exposure correct in your photos. If you're exposing for grass or like land in a really bright day, your skies are going to be very blown out. So if you do want to enhance those or change them, I'm going to show you guys in this video on how to do that. It's a pretty cool technique. It's really easy. It's a Photoshop tutorial like you guys see in the description. So I hope you guys take a lot from this. Practice, 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 because it doesn't come easy. But make sure your blending's correct. Make sure all your color is correct. Make sure it looks like a natural photo. So let's get right into this tutorial and let's get into it. Alright, so now that we're in Photoshop right now, I'm going to show you guys two different images that you could replace your boring sky with, as you guys see in this picture here. It's a very dull sky. He obviously exposed for the grassy areas over here, as you could tell that it's exposed correctly here, but then his highlights in the sky are very blown out, so you don't really see any of the darks in the clouds or anything. So I'm going to show you the quickest way to do this. Obviously, you guys are going to touch it up and make it look a lot nicer, especially over here. It's going to be harder to cut out, but on your picture, on your original picture that you don't like the clouds, what I like to do is I'll take the pen tool, or if it's very curvy, you got some mountains, I would use, I'm sorry, backwards. I'm going to use the polygonal lasso tool, but if you have a lot of curves and stuff, I would recommend using the pen tool here. So, usually I would mask this out, like the background here, but for time purposes, I'm going to just cut it out like there wouldn't be any mountains there, or hills, whatever those are. And what you do is you're going to take your pen tool, your polygonal lasso tool. I'm doing this really fast, guys. I'm not making this look nice like if I was to do this. But you come here and you trace all. Obviously, you go around the plants. You could use the magic wand tool or anything to trace those out. It's going to be a tough image. That wasn't supposed to happen, but we'll fix that right here. And what you do is you complete it how you normally would. Like that, and then I don't know why this is out still. Okay, so there you have it. So what you would do is you'd create a layer mask to completely erase your cloudy sky here. So you can hit this, and it's gonna put the wrong one on. So what you hit is you hit Command I or Control I, and as you see here, our whole sky is gone from the picture. So what you do is you can either use a picture of your own, or if you're making a manipulation, you find a picture online, and what you would do is I'll show you the regular cloudy picture, which is this one here. It has a pretty nice drastic sky, pretty even, very dark, and what you would do is you put the cloudy sky that you're using under the layer of the image you want, so it looks like this, right? Obviously the picture looks really bad the way it is, and I have to touch this up. So what I would do is, for me, is erase all that, and let's not erase this. And what you would do is now this is the top, over here is the top image of the clouds. You don't want that. You want it to be where the clouds touch the grass, so it makes more sense. And obviously you want to size it down so it's the right size for your image, because obviously the clouds wouldn't be that big in this location. I'm showing you guys this really quick. This isn't how it would actually look, blended and all that stuff. And what you do is, now that you have this image, obviously your clouds are here, and it's two different color tones. So what you have to do now in this instance is you need to match your colors. So up here you have a little bit more of a blue turquoisey, and down here is very green, yellowy. It's very, very muted. And so what I would do here is I would put a color balance on the sky layer, and what you would do is you'd match it. You'd put a little more yellows into it, you add a little more greens, just to get the image correct the way it is. Let's put a little reds that stay away from turquoise. So you put a little red, and you play around with it until you get it the way you want. I'm doing this very fast, guys. This isn't how if this was my photo, I'd be sitting here, I'd be cropping everything out correctly. I just want to show you guys how to enhance your clouds. And now that you have this done, what I like to do is, on the original layer, I want to take a nice soft brush here. So you come up to your panel, you pick a nice soft brush, take it a nice size like this, and what I would do is I set it to black, and I kind of like to, it's too big. I like to go a lot smaller or bigger and step further away, and you kind of just brush just so it feathers on the edge so you don't have such a hard edge at the water, and it looks like it'll keep flowing into the picture. So you see it's kind of softening the water so it looks like it fits, and it just keeps going. So that's what I would do there. Now also what I like to do here is I like to put a hue and saturation on every manipulation I do, and I like to adjust the saturation just so it looks like it fits the picture. So I take a little bit of that out and you up the brightness because it's a very bright picture, and that's that. And now what you would do, obviously, because this sky here didn't match the sky here, there would be some reflection of the clouds on the water. So what I normally do is I would copy this layer, I'd come on top of this, I'd paste it. Let me just cut this grass out fast. Cut that out. And now what I would do is I would flip it horizontally because there'd be a reflection on the water. And what I would do is I'd paste this a couple times. Command J to paste. Bring it down a little more. Just to cover up the entire water. You're not really going to see it that much, but just so it covers. And I'll merge these two together. And what you'll do is you're going to drop the opacity a lot. A lot. Just so you kind of see the reflection there, and obviously create your layer mask here. And then blur out the edges so you don't have such a harsh edge, and take it off all the land here. So there you go. Around there, and then you get rid of all this. And what you would do now is you play with your opacity till you get the right adjustment that you'd like to get in your water. So there you go, you get a little bit of reflection. And what I would do here in this picture, to fix more of the color correction, I would adjust the watercolor so it's not as white. I would add a little blues in there, and I would adjust the grass, but just to show you how to adjust for skies. Now, if you weren't doing such a cloudy sky or whatever, and you wanted to do something drastic, you take your... I deleted the wrong one. You're going to take your base layer here that you have, and now you do something drastic. You want to do something like this, right? You do the same thing, drag it underneath, and adjust it to where it has to go. So even this picture here, you could put these mountains in the picture like how it was in the original, and you could color correct this right here, the main image. I don't want a layer mask, I want a color. And what I would do here is make it very purpley, as you see here. Add a little reds. And you blend the color of the image to what the background is. So, for instance, now you see it kind of matches the image to that purpley pink tone of color. Obviously, it's not the image that you wanted, but these are just examples for what to do. And then what you could do here is, since the water's already blurred here, now you come over here and you can adjust your background layer, put a little hue and saturation on it, make sure you clip it to the bottom layer, and then it's just as simple as that. If you want a black and white, if you want a little bit of color, and there we go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing more videos for you guys in the future. And yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Peace. This is the before picture. I want to show you guys what it looks like after with a little bit of blending. Like I said, making a shadow of the sky and all that. So this is the picture straight out of Photoshop, and I did a little bit of adjustments in Lightroom. Pretty similar to the whole Sam Colder effect. I crushed the shadows. The whites and blacks are high and the highlights are low, and then I did a couple of little edits in my tone curve, and that's it. So this is the before, as you guys can see here, and here is the after. What a difference. Like, it looks amazing. You get the reflection of the hills in the background, you get the thunderstorm, and then I put a little bit of a cloudy smoke effect over the island here as well as the sky here, so it looks really, really nice. So I hope you guys learned a little bit of this, play around with your skies, blending modes, try everything, and then just blend it all so it looks natural. Your pictures should all look natural. It shouldn't look like it's faked. Make sure your color blending is on point. And yeah, so I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.